I'm having a little bit of connectivity issues, so please bear with me if this cuts out on us. This is Stitchy Memories and Melissa, and welcome to kind of pattern review. I guess I'm going to put this number 3. Just kind of going through my patterns, cataloging them for tracking purposes, insurance purposes, and for planning purposes. So this is a Designs by Lisa called Blessings for All. It says, bless the flowers and the bees and the flowers and the weeds and the birds and the bees. And it's a fabric that they call for called African Daisy. So I think I want to try and find that fabric. It looks fun. This is Designs by Lisa, and it's a cat pattern and a dog pattern that say the same words. So, in the presence of either the cat or the dog, we show our true selves because they love us too much to judge. And that is so true. Our pets do love us just unconditionally. Another reason I really miss them. Cats and dogs, equally non-judgmental. This is a welcome by Dutch Treat Designs, and it looks like originally this was done on, I guess, linen, but it's also been produced on perforated paper. And it looks like it says on the back here, stitching a motto piece on perforated paper in the 1880s. Stuff just amazes me, just how long people have been enjoying these crafts, have been producing this art, and the fact that I'm just finding it. This is New England Wool Works by Elizabeth Needlework Designs. I love her use of animals in her patterns. So I do anticipate myself doing a few more of hers. This is Elizabeth's Designs Climbing Rose Cottage, and it says happy is the home that shelters a friend. And that is what, when I had a home, and when I hope to have a home again, that is able to do that. It's a welcome place for friends. So this is Acorns to Oaks. I love the saying. It's from Forever in My Heart. And the lady who did this, Linda Orme, puts a note on here. I was reading some poetry one day and came across this sentiment, and she loves to stitch trees, so this one seemed appropriate for her. So the wording in it is, large streams from little fountains flow, tall oaks from little acorns grow. So the pattern's kind of dark, but it's on something called copper or antique copper. So a lot of these I won't be starting until I find the appropriate fabric. Some of them I'm waiting to be able to get the appropriate threads. Others I'm waiting till I kind of get a handle on my stash a little bit. I desperately need to organize myself. I've been working so much on organizing some others that I have neglected organizing myself. So kind of trying to put a little bit of focus on that each day, and it's going to be a long process, but this is kind of how I'm going to deal with it. So this is Full Circle Designs, lots of fun, so good seeds. It's on another of these gingham fabrics. So this one is called Graziano Celery White Gingham. And I had some celery white gingham. I might still have some celery white gingham, but I don't know if it's the right size. Oh, and this one also had, look at these. It's got little pieces of wool, and it has some of the pearl threads, and these gorgeous little clay buttons. So much fun. Adorable. Okay. You know, the Gathering Place, never heard of them, but I don't know why I say that, because I haven't been around long enough to hear about the majority of these companies. But as far as, you know, I look at my local needlework shop and I see what people are stitching, it's still not a company I've heard, you know, really anything about. And the pattern is called Night Creatures, and again, something I never thought I would want. And as soon as my friend showed me this, and she says, well, you know, I had an interest in it, I've kind of gone another direction, what do you think? And I said, it has to come home with me, because come on, look, that cat, isn't he just precious? And a tree of pumpkins. I mean, and in the pumpkins are ghost faces. It just kind of has everything for Halloween, all in one quaint little tidy package. It's missing a witch, but it has everything else. Okay, Glendon Place, I gravitate towards them. Every time I see their patterns at the local needlework shop, I put my hands on them. Every time I see someone stitching it, I have to go and look at it. Every time I see them online, I'm wowed and amazed. And then reality hits, and I look at the specialty threads, and I look at the special embellishments, and I sometimes look at the specialty stitches, and I run the other direction. And that's just because I'm still new, and that's just because I still have a lot of fears, and I don't like to make big mistakes. So things like this that call for, you know, dinky dyes, I just, you know, I don't want to invest in, you know, a thread that expensive and then have to waste it all. So but this one, it doesn't have that many skeins of the actual dinky dyes, and it doesn't really have a whole lot of beading, so I might be able to do it. So it's, you know, fluffy, frosty, falling flakes. I'm not going to say I'm going to do that for this winter, because or this holiday season, but I would like to say that I can do it for winter. The next are a few heart and hands. These designs, I first looked at them and said, oh, I have to do heart and hand. It looks simple, it looks easy. But there's quite a bit of color changes, and they're not going to be, like, for me, super quick stitches. And these are ones I just kind of have to build up my weeks and my general arts and my crescent stashes for. That was Be Kind. This is What Makes It Love, and so What Makes It Loving, this is a cuddle, a flirt, happily ever after, and hugs and kisses. Valentine's, not a holiday I ever thought I would be making items for. It's just never been a real big holiday to me, but some of these are so fun. Okay, I love this. I love the misspelling in it. I love the sentiment in it, because it's just fun. So it's yours only with an I. My heart is thine without the E. Two souls, one heart. Just fun. Just, you know, don't take things too seriously. Enjoy just fun. So I'm going to take a break here and get some much needed water.